Do you know the author Richard Brautigan?
I've heard the name.
He's wrote this book called Trout Fishing in America, and so I started trying to personify the voice into more of like modern times because it was written in the 60s. And I take questions. So if you ever have a question that you want answered by Trout Fishing in America, we accept them. We accept questions.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I'm just making up my own questions. Hold on, let me find it. Okay, dear Trout Fishing in America. Oh wait, which one do I want to read? I have several here. I'll just read the first one. Dear Trout Fishing in America, I can't decide whether to have a baby. It looks like a lot of work and heartbreak, but people seem to think it's worth it. I'm getting older, so I have to decide soon. Do you have children? Signed, plus or minus. Dear plus or minus, whenever I visit Boston, I like to stop in at Isabella Stewart Gardner's house. Isabella was an art collector. Her house is actually a museum. In 1990, two men in police costumes, I always assume thieves are men, do you do that too? Cut a stack of Rembrandts and Degasses from their frames and made 2 trips to their car with the rolled up paintings. I'm assuming they were rolled up. If you go there now, you can see the same gilded frames leaning around, waiting for their portraits to come back. All day they make a big deal of the wallpaper behind them. I don't mind the empty frames. Usually I go to the Commons also while I'm there, where a line of small bronze ducks is set to following a large bronze duck. I've heard it said the bronze ducks are especially sweet looking in winter, when there's snow. I wouldn't disagree, though it's been a long time since I'd go northeast in winter. It's not often I'm in Boston, but when I am, I get meat for sandwiches and sit on the esplanade. If I rectangle my fingers, I can frame a sailboat or two, if there are any. Sometimes I have company, sometimes not. The river was originally drawn with a black crayon. I like to make sure everyone has a sandwich if I'm not alone. Whoever colored in the river must have been quite young. Do you know what I mean? That's it. So, yeah, the answer is that there is no answer. Advice columns don't make any sense. Figure it out for yourself.
Is this an ongoing project?
Yeah, but I want to open it up instead of making my own questions. I want to have start asking people for advice questions. Kind of like an email subscription.
Is it any question in the world?
Yeah. Do you want to give me one now and I can write something? I won't write it now, but I'll write it. I'm ready.
All right.
What would you want to find out from trout fishing in America?
Trout fishing in America. All right. Question. Tigers, stripes, leopards, spots, mountain lions, nothing. Why?
That's such a good question.
Thank you.
I feel like you already know that though, because you watch so many nature documentaries. Like nobody's addressed this yet?
Well, people have addressed it, but I want to get like a full picture. I want to get a second opinion. Like, I don't know if David Attenborough knows everything.
That's true. He knows most things, but maybe not everything.
I mean, he hasn't answered to everything, but are all of his answers correct?
Yeah, there are multitudes of answers. This is a great question. I will write it. Thank you.